What's up, guys, and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today we are going to be doing Magnus Chasing the Sword of Summer. So before we get started, I'm going to have a quick note. It has nothing to do with this week's video, but I'm still going to say it anyway. So I decided to change my channel a little bit. Well, not completely though. I'm still going to be doing like book reviews and stuff like that. And yeah, book reviews, and maybe I might even try to do reading vlogs and stuff like that. But I decided to like change up my content a little bit. Like, for example, on Wednesday, don't hold me to that, but I haven't planned that on Wednesday I might be doing a reaction video to BTS's new single Butter on their BBMA performance. So I'm really excited about that. Starting to get everything ready and set up and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, like I said before, I'm still going to be doing book reviews and different stuff like that, but I'm just going to like change up my content a little bit in like different, very diverse areas. Okay, now we're going to get started on the actual book review. Okay, and let me tell you, I read all of these Magnus Chase books so fast. And it's not like because they're small books, like they're pretty big books, but like I just finished all of them so fast. I read 3 of them. I read 3 books in 3 days. That's like the fastest I've ever read, to be honest. I usually don't read that fast. Like right after I finished this book, I picked up another one, then another one, and then I was finished, and I was happy with the ending. But let's not go too far yet. We're on the first book right now. So we meet Magnus Chase, our I almost said procrastinator, our protagonist, our main protagonist, and he just turned 16, and he's homeless, and he sees his cousin Annabeth and his uncle Frederick, and it turns out they're looking for him because they didn't know he was missing. And he goes to his uncle's house, Uncle Randolph's. Well, house is an understatement. They actually go to his mansion, and he actually breaks in, to be honest. He breaks into his uncle's mansion, and he meets his uncle, and we find out his mother, his mother died because of these wolves. They ate her and stuff like that. And his mother always told him to never go to Uncle Randolph's house. So when he broke into the mansion, just like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be here. My mom always told me never go to Uncle Randolph's mansion, stay away from Randolph, all that stuff. But he still decides to go, and he meets Randolph, and Randolph tells him like, oh my gosh, it's life and death. I'm the only one who can help you. Something bad is happening. You hear those wolves? Yeah, they're coming after you and stuff like that. And they meet the fire giant Surt. Well, he actually tries to kill him, and he does. He succeeds. He actually dies, and he goes to Valhalla, and he becomes an Energy. And I tell you, it took such a long time for me to know how to pronounce that word. Like, when I was reading it, I actually didn't even pronounce that word. I just skipped over it. But I think it's Energy, something like that. I'm probably saying it wrong, but yeah, I'm just gonna say it like that. And his Valkyrie, oh my gosh, I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? Yeah. But he has homeless friends. His friends are Blitzen and Hearthstone. We of course can't forget about them. They're important characters. Blitzen and Hearthstone. And Hearthstone is actually deaf, and Blitzen and Hearthstone turned out, it's revealed later on in this book, that Hearthstone is an elf and Blitzen is a dwarf. And dwarfs can't be like in the sunlight. And elves can't stay somewhere where it's like, wait, what was I saying again? Sorry, I was zoning off. And elves can't be somewhere where it's like really dark. They need sunlight. So yeah, it's kind of important, so that's why I mentioned it. If you're wondering why I mentioned that, well, it's kind of important. And Blitzen, Hearthstone, is Valkyrie. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure I can find it. Oh, right here. Valkyrie. Is that how to say it? Valkyrie? Whatever, I'm gonna like input it somewhere around here. because I am mispronouncing that word so bad. But yeah, her name is Samira. Everyone calls her Sam. At first, when I met Samira, I actually did not like her. Like, she literally tried to choke him. Even though if he did die, he would just, like, come back to life again anyway. But still, it's the thought that counts. And they go on this quest. Well, I'm just fast forwarding, like, fast forwarding. And they go on this quest. Blitzen, Hearthstone, Magnus, and Samira. And Samira's dad is Loki, who is the god of trickstery, and he's like the god of evil, and he's like, you know, evil. So, spoiler alert, he's evil. We actually find that out in the epilogue, so y'all who did not read the epilogue, it's okay, you find it out in the Hammer of Thor. But like throughout this whole book, I actually liked Loki. Like, he was interesting. He kind of reminded me of Erebos from the Dragon Prince, but he was a pretty interesting character. We also meet Thor in this book. At this point, I'm just pointing out the parts that like stuck out to me. We actually meet Thor in this book. I feel like Thor was kind of disrespected. Like, he's just a fool. He's a red-headed farting fool. Like, he doesn't really do anything in this book, to be honest. Even though the next book is about his hammer and all the bad stuff that happens because he lost his hammer. Again, yeah, it's not the first time either. But I feel like the way Rick portrayed Thor was, like, kind of bad. But Frey was cool. We met Frey at the end of the book. And a lot of people say, like, Magnus and Percy's personality is the same, but I don't really think so. Like, their humor is, in a weird way, kind of similar, but it's not the same. Like, for example, it took Percy about a good, 2 years to warm up to his, like, father and stuff like that. Actually, like, accept Poseidon. But it took him, like, 5 seconds. Like, into this conversation, like, not even probably 5 seconds, like 3 seconds to this conversation, they're already hugging and stuff. But nothing bad about it, you know. They both have very different lives. They both were brought up different and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, they go on the quest. Samira. We go into Blitzen's backstory, kind of. And the way him and Hearthstone have, like, a very strong friendship. And we know that Freya, we found out that Freya is his mom, that which kind of makes him his cousin, and we, like, don't talk about that for the rest of the series, because, like, it doesn't really matter. For example, Percy, okay, sorry, but, like, for example, Percy, Medusa's son, I forgot, but he was like, I forgot his name. We meet him in Mark of Athena, remember? He's like the dolphin master or something like that. And his half-brother, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, because I'm explaining this really bad. But, like, his half-brother is Pegasus. Not like Pegasi, like the species as a whole, but like Pegasus, the Pegasus. And so that technically makes Percy's half-brother to be Pegasus. So, exactly, we don't really dwell on stuff like that, as Percy has told us, you know, things like family bloodlines in your, like, in the godly side, everything gets mixed up there. Like, Zeus married Hera, and Hera is actually his sister. Ew. But, you know, it's different. It's kind of different. It doesn't make it gross. It still makes it gross, but, like, it's different. And the Sword of Summer, which is, like, again, this book is called The Sword of Summer. The Sword of Summer, Jack, well, they name him Jack. The whole time, Surt is, like, trying to get Jack for something. I'm not sure if it's free Loki. I don't think he got it free Loki. Yeah, he wanted to get Surt, the fire giant king thing, wanted to get the Sword of Summer, Summer Brander, to wield it because it's like the most powerful sword in creation and stuff like that. So they wanted to get the sword to wield it and, you know, use it for evil and stuff. But Magnus ends up getting the sword and they become like friends and stuff, even though Frey, who is Magnus's father, which was Jack's former master, gave him away because he liked this giant, and I forgot, but something about having a crush on this giant and loving them and stuff. So Jack does not like Frey anymore. He's mad at Frey. I actually called him a whole bunch of insults when they met. I'm not sure if I could find it. Wait. And when the way Hearth has such an attitude, like I love it, especially when he met Thor. Yeah. Talking pigeons. All right, Amir. Right, Amir is Samira's. Right, we're going back to Samira now. Amir is Samira's fiance. Right, they're engaged. Samira's Muslim too. They're actually both Muslim. Well, not Magnus, but like Samira and Amir. They're engaged. They're 16. I think it's like some Muslim tradition or something like that. But still, they're engaged, and she likes him, and she can't tell anyone about their life as a Valkyrie because she is alive and she's not dead like the Enerherji. So she lives like a double life, bringing dead people to Valhalla, and well, the good dead people, hero dead people to Valhalla, and doing calculus and different high school stuff. So, yeah. Alright, I was trying to find the one where Jack and he makes a bunch of friends on floor 19, which is their floor. Oh, this is... And one of his friends, Halfborn, gets hurt, and he almost dies trying to save Halfborn. That's when Frey met. So, alright, right here, I found it. Okay, which one should I... Alright, right here. I pulled off the pendant. Jack sprang to life, spewing a tirade of insults I can't really repeat. And another thing, he yelled, giving me away so he can marry a giantess. Oh, that's why he gave him away, because I still don't understand why he had to give him away to marry a giantess, but dude, what is that? Blades before babes, you know what I'm saying? Frey smiled sadly. Hello, old friend. Oh, we're friends again, the sword demanded. Nuh-uh, we're done. Jack paused. Why did that sound like a breakup, though? Your son's okay, though. I like him, as long as he's not planning to trade me for a giantess hand in marriage. I was about to say, like a giantess. I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. He says it on his to-do list and stuff like that. But I really like Jack and the way he learns to treat things that have souls, like, you know, people, and respect. Like the way he was ignoring Jack, but when he realizes like Jack has a soul, and you know you should treat him like one of your regular friends. Like that was really sweet. The way we got a little lesson out of that. And he meets Annabeth again. Yeah. When he's looking at his body. That's weird. Whatever. He's looking at his own body because he's trying to find the sword. Because he died with the sword inside Surt. And he doesn't find it. He actually finds Ran. It actually turns out the sword is with Ran, like the earth goddess. The sword's like Ran, the earth goddess. No, not the earth goddess. The sea goddess. I'm not even sure it's like the goddess of fishing or something like that. And she places a curse on them because Magnus tricks her. And the curse is that like whenever they sail on the seas again, or if they see each other again, like they're gonna kill him and stuff like that. So yeah, I just said that because again, it ends up being important in the future books. And again, meeting Annabeth. All right. My chair keeps on squeaking against the wall. Let me move on a little. Okay, and meeting Annabeth. Again, he's looking at his body. They end up talking. And again, when they were talking with Frey, so the things are missing. I'm not just like jumping to book. There has no sequence whatsoever. I'm so sorry. And when he's talking to Frey, Frey tells him that Annabeth is going to turn out to be helpful, so that they should talk and stuff. And at the end of this book, they end up trading stories and telling each other about. Right, wait, I'm not. Oh, I know this is the Hammer 4. I just need to make sure I'm correct, because I don't want to spoil anything. This is the epilogue. This is the. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is so. Oh, right, yeah, I'm right. They do end up trading stories, and Annabeth ends up telling everything about the crazy Greek and Romans, and Magnus ends up telling her about the Norse gods, and they end up trading stories, and it was like super cute and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's it. This book review was just very sequenced, unchronological, unsequenced. I'm just gonna go with unsequenced. I was just throwing everything all over the place, but I really like this book. I really like the series. I like all the characters. There's no character that really turned out to annoy me. Loki. I actually was so confused. I was like, who is the main antagonist? Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about Gunilla. Gunilla is the captain of the Valkyries, and she, like, this whole time during the book, he's like hunting them and stuff, because Magnus ends up sneaking away to, you know, go save the world and stuff like that. So when they end up sneaking away, she ends up chasing after him and stuff, and they end up working together kind of in the end, and Gunilla ends up dying, and it's like really sad, and, you know, mourning and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, I just needed to talk about Gunilla, even though she's like not mentioned at all in the rest of the series. But yeah, okay, now that's it for my book review, unless I'm forgetting something. No, I'm not really. I'm just gonna say Loki. I was so confused about the book who the main antagonist is. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Surt. He would just seemed too lame for a main antagonist. He didn't seem like something that could last throughout the series. And then at the end, on the epilogue of the book, we find out that it's actually Loki. Like, interesting. So this is the guy we're gonna be fighting throughout the rest of the series. Okay, but again, now that's it for the rest of my book review. This was a fairly long video, but a lot of things happened in this book that I wanted to talk about, so yeah. I'm going to try to make my next book reviews more structured, because, again, it's just all over the place, but hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you'll never miss a video when I upload. And I will see you on Saturday, and I'm going to be doing my book review for The Hammer of Thor, where we meet one of my favorite characters. I'm super excited, and make sure you stay tuned. And I will see you guys. Make sure you also comment if you have like any ideas for like channel names or different things you want to see. It can even have things to do with like baking. It doesn't really matter. Just put down below what you want me to see. Pranks, baking, reaction videos. You want me to keep on doing book reviews? But yeah, make sure you comment. But I will see you guys. Bora he.